Hi Earthlings, welcome to the MotherShip. I am so thankful you could join me today for this pick a card reading. Today we are asking Spirit, what is currently blocking your success? So we're looking to see what your current blockages are and get advice from Spirit around this topic. And we have 3 groups for you to choose from, as always. Group number 1, you're going to be this beautiful wing with turquoise. Group 2, you have this really cool combination wing. And group 3, you have this single feather with the turquoise beads. So give yourself a moment, sit, hold space, do whatever you need to do to tune into your intuition, figure out which group is calling to you the most, and I will have everything time-stamped in the description below. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose this silver wing with turquoise in it, then this is going to be your message from Spirit. Today we are asking what is currently blocking your success and getting information, advice from Spirit as to how you can release that blockage. So group 1, please Spirit, what messages do you have for my group 1, please Spirit? All right, group 1, please, Spirit. Whoa there, okay. 4 of Swords, the Star, 3 of Cups, Ace of Wands, interesting. Let me move this down here. Knight of Swords, 5 of Cups, 8 of Wands, and the Moon. Bottom of the deck energy, 8 of Swords. Okay, that makes sense. All right, group 1. So currently, what is blocking your success right now is your energy is completely fragmented. So you're being pulled in a million different directions and you're not giving yourself the opportunity to ground yourself and figure out what it is that you need to find that motivation, that truth into what you truly want. Spirit is saying that you need to give yourself this downtime. When you think about this card in the traditional tarot, there's a person sleeping there in knight's armor with his hands in front of his chest, praying almost like in a meditative state, almost like he's about to sleep, asking for guidance, asking for help. And here you see in this image, she's resting in a nest. I mean, what's more comforting than a nest? So giving yourself time to take a bath, to breathe deeply, to do whatever you need to do to feel connected to your root chakra, to feel like you're grounded and comfortable is what Spirit is saying. The Star is this wish fulfillment that you're looking towards, knowing that you have the ability to make your dreams come true, whatever those are. Maybe there's a job opportunity that you really want to go for, but you keep telling yourself that you don't have the necessary skill set to actually go for that job, to even like apply or go in for an interview. From the 3 of Cups, normally this is a card that brings with it a lot of joy and happiness, but instead I'm seeing that this is you comparing yourself to others. There's, maybe within your friend group, you feel like you don't have as much to brag about when it comes to your career or your relationship or your personal life. And Spirit is saying, don't try your very best to not be deceived by what you see on social media, by the stories that other people tell you, because what you're seeing from others is a small percentage of what's actually happening in their lives. So instead of comparing yourself to others and this dream that you have, Spirit is asking you, is this a dream that you truly want for yourself, or is this a dream that you want because you think that when you share it with others, you'll feel better about your life and your situation? Ace of Wands. The inspiration that comes to you is unique. Like, your ideas are valuable, and the projects that you wanted to work on, the hobbies that you have interest in, and again, I keep hearing this job opportunity that you won't allow yourself to go towards is important. Spirit is saying when you're feeling that inspired action towards something and you really feel passionate about it, it actually gets you excited. It actually turns this Three of Cups into a joy energy versus a comparison energy. That you need to trust that inspiration, and you need to be like the Knight of Swords, and you need to run towards that as quickly as possible with clarity, with truth, knowing that your intuition isn't going to lead you astray. It's going to show you exactly what the next step is. Again, with the Star, you might have an idea of how things are going to unfold or what that looks like in the future. And Spirit is asking you, take a step back, set that intention, set that that manifestation that you're trying to bring out into the world, set that forward, but trust that it's not going to unfold exactly the way that you think it needs to. That sense of control is a fake sense of control. Spirit is saying instead, once you find this rest and you ground yourself, that inspiration that comes forth is the truth, is what you need to follow, and you rush towards it like the Knight of Swords. Okay? Five of Cups underneath the Star. You've gotten to the point where you're trying to control every single aspect of this dream so much that when you think about this dream, it makes you upset, it makes you sad. Instead of it feeling like wish fulfillment, it feels like defeat. It feels like sorrow. It feels like emotional distress. It feels like something that at this point is no longer making you happy. It's making you sad to think about it. But that emotional energy is surrounded by air energy. It's surrounded by fire energy with the Eight of Wands right here. That just as quickly as you can get into this energy of feeling defeated and feeling like it just is never going to work in your favor, you can just as quickly go into this Eight of Wands energy, which is forward positive movement, which is inspired action, which is inspired communication. As soon as you submit that application, you get a response, you get the interview. And Spirit is saying we're asking you to run straight forward towards that opportunity with the passion of the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. That's surrounding the Five of Cups, okay? With the Moon, you are dealing with a lot on a subconscious level. Things that you might have buried in the past, you might have felt like you didn't have time to deal with. And now that you're going after your dreams, you're trying to pursue something that's really important to you, all of this stuff that you've left buried is coming to the surface, and it feels overwhelming at times. It's that Five of Cups energy. It's that comparison energy that you feel overwhelmed with. But the truth is, you have a lot more strength than you realize. And just because something comes up from your subconscious and it feels very motivating, it feels like you can't move past it, Spirit is saying all you need to do is reconnect to you. All you need to do is reconnect to your energy, your true strength. Find that center, that space within you. We all have different ways to do it, okay? For some of us, that is exercise. For some of us, it's less movement and more rest. For some of us, it's getting more sleep or eating better foods or drinking more water, or listening to music, whatever it is. Once you do that and you feel connected to you, you feel connected to the dream without feeling like it's a defeat already before it even happens. You haven't given yourself a chance, Spirit is saying. Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, this is in your head. This isn't even real. This energy of I can't accomplish this, that's something that you fabricated for yourself and that you're allowing to perpetuate into your real life. But it's in your head. I love this image of the Eight of Swords. Like, this person doesn't have the strings around her or the birds around her head. However, that's what she's imagining, so that's what feels real. Her thoughts are being pulled in all these different directions. Again, that fragmented energy that came forth at the beginning of this reading. Okay? And beneath the Eight of Swords, we have Judgment. And beneath the Judgment, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Like, this is your awakening. This is your truth to who you really are within, that light, high vibrational being that you really are within, that can manifest beauty and wealth and happiness here in the 3D. This is for you. Okay. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper with advice from Spirit. Group 1. What advice does Spirit have for Group 1? Advice for Group 1, please, Spirit. Of course, the star wanted to come out again. What advice for Group 1, please, Spirit? Oh, there's a card that's flipped over here, and it is the Two of Wands. Ooh, Ten of Swords, good grief. And what else, please, Spirit? Yeah, Spirit is acknowledging, Queen of Cups. Spirit is acknowledging like how painful all of this has felt to you, Two of Pentacles. That your pain, oh, and underneath the Queen of Cups, we have the Four of Swords. Interesting. I'm going to leave that over here since it wanted to come underneath the Four of Swords again. Bear with me, Group 1. Let's just put these up here. Okay. On top of the Four of Swords, the Queen of Cups. She was literally hiding it. Two of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. One more card, please, Spirit. For Group 1. What advice do you have for Group 1? The Magician, nice. And bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. Okay, so Group 1, how many times can Spirit say you are going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth? Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. You are going back and forth between trusting your intuition and that inspired action that Spirit is asking you to take. You're going back and forth between, you know, trusting your abilities, your skill sets, what you have here in the 3D that you're going to use to fulfill these goals. And you're going back and forth in your head with your thoughts, okay? Spirit is asking you very kindly, again, acknowledging this Ten of Swords energy that you've been in, but Spirit is asking you very kindly to understand your part in this energy, because a lot of this is you believing something that isn't true. Something about yourself. You're not capable. You're not worthy. And Spirit is like, that is the quickest, easiest way to not accomplish something is to just not believe in yourself. The Wheel of Fortune, however, came out in the upright. Spirit is saying this is the best time to take inspired action. And the Magician, so two major arcana back to back. The Magician, you have the ability to create whatever it is that you're inspired to create. You don't have to see the entire plan laid out in front of you. All you need to do is to get to a point where you can trust that intuition, and from there, take that inspired action forward. The Queen of Cups is very powerful here. You know, you might be a water sign yourself, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but more importantly than the zodiac sign, what I am seeing here is a person who is balanced enough to know how to take care of themselves fully. Queen of Cups energy is emotional balance. It is self-care to its finest with a responsible aspect to it. Self-care isn't just laying around all day, eating food and watching TV. Like, if that's what you need once a week, great. But if we do that all the time, what does it do? It doesn't serve a purpose. It actually ends up hurting us. So Queen of Cups is self-care energy, allowing yourself to do the things that you need to do when you feel you need to recharge your battery, when you feel you need to take space from people and places and responsibilities. Do those things, but do it in a sense where you are still taking care of yourself as opposed to destroying yourself. You want to feel rested and energized after you do this. Not like, okay, well, now that I've taken self-care time and I've eaten all the junk food and, you know, I've destroyed my liver, now I need another day of rest. Spirit is saying, be kind to yourself, give yourself what you need, but do it in a responsible air, okay? Yeah, with the Magician here and the Queen of Cups, it is so clear to me that you are fully capable of doing whatever you set your mind to. And Spirit is saying in order to come out of this splintered energy of extreme pain, of emotional loss, you know, pull out a piece of paper, you know, open up a Word document, whatever you need to do, remind yourself what your goals are. Remind yourself what the final outcome looks like. Live in that energy, actually feel that energy of the accomplishment already being done. Like, hear somebody congratulate you. Give yourself that pat on the back already before it even happens. And then once you come back to, you know, this current state, understand that it's already done because you already put that out there, and then let it happen. But you still have to do inspired action in the meantime. You still have to apply. You still have to go in for the interview. Whatever it is, you still have to take that action. Otherwise, it will not manifest, right? I really wish we could manifest by just eating ice cream all day and doing nothing, but that's not how the world works, unfortunately. And Spirit is saying, even if you did that, it wouldn't feel good. You wouldn't feel good about yourself. You wouldn't be happy in that energy. You're happy by taking this action, by showing yourself the accomplishments. It's no longer that Three of Cups energy trying to prove it to somebody else to feel your own self-worth. You're going to be building your self-worth through this inspired action, through this responsibility. And I just keep hearing trust, trust, trust. When you're doing the steps that you need to do, trust that the rest is being taken care of by Spirit. And every time you want to come back and you want to circle back and think to yourself, well, you know, maybe if I just change this, or it's just, nope. Spirit is saying stop. Let it happen the way it needs to happen. The next step will be revealed as you take that inspired action. Okay? So let's pull one final message. Grab an oracle card for you. One final message from Spirit for group one, please. One final message from Spirit. Oops. Okay, so you got two messages, and I do want to say, you guys, I didn't really pull heavily on the zodiac signs today. I just wasn't inspired to do so, but there is a lot of fire energy on the table and a lot of pentacles. So you have a lot of inspired action. You have a lot of prosperity, abundance, wealth. Spirit is saying focus on what your intuition is telling you instead of trying to control all the details with, you know, how does this apply? Okay. So we have sylphs and we have mirror magic. With the sylphs, it says peace, agent of change, impact, and importance. Mirror magic, lunar light, past lives, spectrum, and self-care. Oh my gosh, you can't make this stuff up. How many times did I say self-care in this reading? Spirit is saying, yes, self-care is important. What I'm seeing from this mirror in front of this person's face is mirror work. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with Louise Hayes, but if you're not, please look her up. She's incredible. She is all about mirror work. It's literally looking at yourself in the mirror, being able to say positive things about yourself while looking into your own eyes, which is very challenging when our self-worth is low. And it's an ultimate test of knowing like where you are with your self-worth. If you can look at yourself in the mirror and speak positive truths into your own face and like actually believe it, it is a very good sign that you've done the work where you believe in your self-worth. And if you haven't, then you just won't believe yourself. Like you'll say these things to yourself in the mirror, it will feel like somebody's lying to you. So it's a good gauge and to figure out like, where am I at with how I feel about myself right now? Go ahead and take a look in the mirror. Are you instantly going to criticize yourself and notice the flaws that you see? Or are you able to give yourself like a true, compliment and, tell yourself that you're proud of yourself today? Because it's important. It doesn't matter how many times somebody else tells you that. If you don't believe it coming from your own mouth, then you won't believe it from anybody else. With the sylphs, I'm seeing this, the peace that comes from the Four of Swords energy that Spirit put on the table twice for you. Rest, respite, like give yourself time to reconnect to the powerful being that you are inside and actually feel that light. See the sun's right here radiating from this person's aura. Like, you're important. Your energy has impact on others. And so it is your responsibility to be like the Queen of Cups and take care of that energy in a way that serves you, but also serves your life for the greater good. Okay? All right, group one, those were beautiful messages. I'm going to end it right there. I really hope that this resonated with you. If for some reason it didn't, I have 2 other groups for you to choose from in the timestamps below. And if this is where we're leaving each other for today, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me, sharing your energy with me as I read for you. If you would like to be notified next time I upload, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. If this energy spoke to you, you can hit the like button, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. Hi, group 2, welcome. If you chose these silver wings, then this will be your reading. Today we are asking Spirit, what is currently blocking your success? So we're going to get right into the messages, and we're also going to get advice from Spirit, how you can move past this blockage. So group 2, please, Spirit. If I can shuffle the cards. Group 2, what messages do you have for group 2, please, Spirit? One more shuffle. Okay, cards popping out. 2 of Pentacles, hello. Ace of Swords, nice. The Sun, what? Group 2, 4 of Pentacles. Wow. Knight of Wands. Page of Cups. The Moon. And one more, please, Spirit. One more for group 2. Page of Swords. Oh my goodness. And then bottom of the deck, King of Cups. Okay, interesting. So I'm asking Spirit what blockages you have, and you have almost, every single positive card that can come out in the deck. However, you have the 4 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles and the Moon. So it's not that these are negative cards. It's just that I can see how certain aspects, certain energies are slowing down your happiness. Because we have the Sun. It's the most positive card in the entire deck. Right next to the Ace of Swords, like clarity, truth, like enlightenment, like new opportunities. You have not only the Knight of Wands, but you have the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords, all of this really quickly moving energy, like just excitement, movement forward, learning something for the first time and being inspired to learn more, like messages of support and, encouragement nonstop. However, with the 4 of Pentacles, I'm feeling that, and the Moon directly underneath the Sun, I'm feeling that sometimes you won't allow yourself to feel this level of joy. Like it's there and it's available for you, but you will not allow yourself to go into that energy because fear, right? Like fear of reaching this pinnacle, of reaching this height, and then boom, crashing down. See how she's falling into this pool right here? It's almost like this is the same person, same hair color, same kind of outfit. She's opening up her heart to this amazing experience, and the fear is that she'll be plunged back into this cold, dark water. The moment, the blockage here is the belief, which is a lie, a belief in something that's not true, that as soon as you open yourself up to the beauty that's in your world, the actual ultimate beauty and truth that you can experience right now in this heart space, in your solar plexus, like in your inspiration, in your drive to move forward, as soon as you open yourself up to that, boom, you're going to be thrown back into the cold water. And Spirit's saying, no, 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 no. Open up your mind and see that clarity with the Ace of Swords. Like you have a team, like of, guides, guardian angels, whatever you want to call that energy, this like really good, strong energy around you that wants to help you, that's encouraging you at all time. But your mind and your heart has to be open to that message. So with these 2 cards, this is really interesting because they're back to back, and they both have, there's at the bottom of this spiral, it almost looks like, Like there's a pattern there that's the same pattern on the inside of the sun. And within this pattern, there's light coming out and coming in, and it's the same thing in the sun. Like Spirit's saying you need to open and stay open to this channel, because this channel of light, this high vibration, this energy that you want to be living in is there for you always. So it's never not there, but it's up to you to keep this channel open. And it's almost still here in the moon card when she's underneath the water. You can see that light being fragmented into the water. It's still there, but it's hidden. It's still there, but it's subtle. It's still there, but it's not as strong, obviously, as it is with the Ace of Swords and the Sun. The Two of Pentacles above the Knight of Wands, I'm seeing that oftentimes when you want to be in this energy of playfulness, of, you just feel high-spirited and you want to run with that energy. You want to laugh, you want to joke, you want to smile, you want to just be you. You stop yourself with the Two of Pentacles. You think, okay, well, maybe I've reached that age where I'm not supposed to joke around and laugh as much as before, or maybe because I'm at work or I'm at school, like I shouldn't have this energy of happiness when everybody around me is a little bit miserable. And what does that do? That blocks off your truth. That puts you back into this energy of being like underneath the water. You literally are coating yourself to prevent the light from shining through. You don't want other people to see it. In this deck, the Page of Cups, there's literally a pig flying. It's like when pigs fly, like it will be okay for me to be myself, for me to express my truth openly and freely. And Spirit's saying you don't need to wait for that opportunity. What you need to do is just do it and see how everything else around you falls into place. Right now, you're worried about other people seeing the real you. For what purpose? Because what you're imagining would happen in the future. And Spirit's like, just let it unfold. Are there going to be some people who don't accept you for who you are? Yes, but who cares about those people? The people that do accept you for you are still going to be in your life, and then you're going to draw more people in, more situations, more opportunity by being you. And all these scenarios that you've imagined for your success, you've told yourself, yeah, that will happen when pigs fly. And Spirit's like, well, okay, but it can still happen, regardless of how you want to describe it or not. Like, we'll show you a pig flying. Here's one right here. It's literally a pig flying. He's a little pig. He's flying. So there's your truth. There's pig flying. Didn't ever think you would see it. There you go. Right? Allow yourself to hope and dream and wish upon that star. Spirit is saying, like, allow yourself to believe in the things that don't seem believable, because you are that unique. You are that powerful. I can see it in this energy. The sun just doesn't come out for anybody. There's something that you are very interested in studying, that you want to research more, but you hold yourself back because you tell yourself when you're in this, like, how does an adult really think and feel? Well, an adult wouldn't waste time studying that right now, because where's the financial gain in that? Or how do I explain that to my family when I'm like, hey, I need to go read about astrology or whatever it is, like some random topic. It could be baking. You're like super interested in baking. All of a sudden you want to like read up and learn how to bake all these amazing dishes, like all these desserts. And you're just worried about what other people are going to think. And Spirit's like, that is enough of that. Like, the time's going to pass either way. You understand that if you think that you're doing everything that you need to do in your power to impress those around you and to keep them from criticizing you, they're still going to be unimpressed sometimes, and they're still going to criticize you. You realize that, right? So you might as well allow yourself to be you. You might as well take the time and energy to study the things that you're interested in. You might as well believe that pigs can fly. And how ironic too that you get like the double wings, like you chose the double wings. Okay. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and guys, underneath the King of Cups you have the Ten of Cups. This King of Cups is well balanced in their emotions, and keeping that connection with their intuition and having that clarity and that truth as well. There are additional rays of light in this card. It's coming from this person's heart chakra. There is a lot of balance here. Spirit is like, allow yourself to live in this energy, okay? This water energy. You have so much water in this reading. Allow yourself to stay in your balanced emotions and trust the beauty that can come from you staying in tune with those emotions. Maybe in the past you were told that you need to suppress your emotions, that it wasn't okay to cry, that it wasn't okay to feel sad. But the truth is, these emotions help us feel better. They help us gain better clarity, truth, and understanding of who we are and how we relate to the world. Are we open to the truth? Are we in a fearful state that we need to hold back because we're afraid of what? Falling into darkness? Well, Spirit is saying that the darkness is you not being you. The darkness is literally you closing off this open channel. And that's a choice that you make, that nobody else can make for you. So what else, Spirit? What else would you like to tell group 2 about moving forward? Guys, I just split the deck and the 10 of Cups came out again. Spirit really wants you to know that your ultimate emotional fulfillment is there for you. And then maybe that is what you believe true success is. That is what is coming to you. Absolutely, 100%. Keep that channel open. Allow yourself to be you. I've seen the Lovers a few times too. Let's see what jumped out. Wow. King of Wands, okay. Six of Swords. Knight of Cups. The Hierophant, okay. Interesting. What else, Spirit? Knight of Pentacles, okay. Eight of Swords. And the Queen of Wands reversed. Interesting. Strength. So the advice from Spirit, it really feels like love. It really feels like if for you success is 10 of Cups, which showed itself twice, then it's emotional fulfillment with another person. And I'm seeing the divine counterparts here with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So possibly 2 fire signs, if not 2 fiery people, 2 artists. I'm seeing like inspired, musicians, artists, people who are writers, somebody who's making a living through creativity or who is a very creative person and applies that to their day job, their education, how they parent their children. Okay, so take it how it resonates. But with the Hierophant and then these 2 counterparts, I mean, that's a commitment. That's either marriage or it's, some kind of partnership that is meaningful to both of you. And Spirit is saying with the Hierophant on top of the 4 of Pentacles, allow yourself to open up your heart to the possibilities in front of you. Maybe you're one of those people who thought you would never find somebody like you, somebody that you would be interested in that way romantically, that could actually be your true partner. And again, that whole phrase of, well, when pigs fly, here's the 8 of Swords on top of that little pig with the 6 of Swords. A lot of that disbelief is just a thought. It's a thought that you've been thinking. And when we think a thought over and over again, we start to believe it. Spirit is saying, drop the binds, pull up the blindfold, and walk out of the swords. The 2 knights definitely look like action. Somebody coming towards you. I'm reading your energy as this Queen of Wands. Somebody coming towards you with an offer of love. The Knight of Cups. An emotional message, an emotional offer. And she's in reverse. Like, Queen of Wands in reverse can be kind of scary, right? Like, she still has that strong intuition. She's still tuned into things. But if she's pissy, then she's not reading the room correctly. Okay? And she's going to potentially, in this energy, block off these messages that are coming towards her. But directly underneath the King of Wands is the Knight of Pentacles. This person's not going to stop pursuing you. The situation is not going to stop pursuing you. Spirit is saying this needs to happen. It's not going to stop pursuing you. However, if you're stuck in this Eight of Swords energy, you're basically the Queen of Wands in reverse. Allow yourself to come out of this energy. Six of Swords, moving in a new direction. And I was listening to a reader the other day, and she brought up a really good point with the Six of Swords card. The two people in the boat moving forward, but this person that's paddling the boat, that's spirit. That's spirit guiding this person, you. Spirit is trying to guide you forward from this energy so you can be open to the truths that are coming towards you for that Sun energy, for that Ten of Cups energy. Spirit says you are way stronger than you realize. Allow yourself to have this new beginning. Okay? It doesn't have to be a scary endeavor. It doesn't have to be something that you allow yourself to stay stuck in your head about. Why would we want to block our happiness? We don't. It's a subconscious thing. That's why the moon keeps popping up, right? It's a trauma response to want to block happiness. And Spirit's saying, there's the alarms. Like, please pay attention to that, because that is a sign that you are the reason that a lot of your happiness hasn't been able to manifest. And Spirit's like, we're not trying to roast you. We're trying to honor what you've been through and where you're at right now. But sometimes we need to hear the truth. We need to hear it. It needs to be spelled out in front of us so we realize, and we can look in the mirror and we can see what we're doing. All right, let's get some oracles. Final messages from Spirit, Group 2. Very similar to Group 1, Group 2. I just haven't been inspired to read the zodiac signs. But when it comes to the elements that you have here, lots of fire, lots of swords. So inspired action, a lot of thinking and speaking. You know, think of your sacral chakra, think of your throat chakra, and maybe looking into balancing those out right now. You can always look up a guided meditation on YouTube or do some research online. But look into your sacral chakra and look into your throat chakra, I'm hearing. Okay, what final message do you have for Group 2, please, Spirit? What final message? Open circle, protection, ritual, lesson, simplicity. Wow, okay. I said this earlier with the open channel. In these two cards, you can see I'm gonna let you guys see them up a little bit closer just in case you can't. You can see where the light is coming from in the spiral, and then in the center of the sun. That's the channel that you use to stay connected to your true self, your higher self, spirit, okay? Opening the circle. Protection, ritual, lesson, simplicity. Trust that when you open yourself up to this energy that you're continuing to be protected. And maybe that means you set up some kind of ritual for yourself every day where you take a moment and you allow yourself to notice protective light around you, feel grounded in your surroundings, feel comfortable in your own skin. And that becomes your ritual to always keep yourself open to the positive light surrounding you. You don't have to block your blessings and still be protected. And with simplicity, Spirit is saying, like, don't overcomplicate the situation. As soon as you believe something is true for you, it becomes true for you. So as soon as you say that my energy is protected, I am open to all of the beautiful abundance that's coming into my life, and I'm protected from anything that would change that, boom, it's done. Okay? So you decide what you need to do in order to keep that channel open, and then follow through with that. Again, just amazing energy here, Group 2. The sun has graciously blessed your reading. Please if you take any card as like a positive omen, please take the sun with you, Spirit is saying. It doesn't just come out for anybody. All right, so that is what I have for you, Group 2. I really hope that these messages resonated. If for some reason they didn't, I have 2 other groups that you can choose from in the description below. There's timestamps there for you. And thank you so much for joining me today. If you'd like to be notified the next time I post, feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell. If this energy really resonated, please hit the like button. And I hope to see you in the next reading. If this is where we're leaving each other for the rest of the day, then thank you so much again. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Hi, Group 3, welcome. If you chose this feather and the turquoise beads, then this will be your reading. Group 3, today we are asking Spirit, what is currently blocking your success? So let's jump right in, get these messages from Spirit. Also looking for advice as how you can move past these blockages. So what messages do you have for Group 3, please, Spirit? What messages do you have for Group 3? Okay. Ace of Swords. Beautiful energy to start with. The High Priestess, no way. Wow. 10 of Swords. Okay, good day. What else, Spirit? Group 3, please, Spirit. 4 of Cups. Judgment. The Wheel, upright. 7 of Swords reversed. Interesting. 7 of Pentacles. And 6 of Pentacles. Beautiful. Okay. All right, Group 3. What is currently blocking your success? First and foremost, I cannot ignore her. The High Priestess is right in the center of your reading above the wheel. You are a powerful intuitive. You're somebody who's really connected to your intuition, and you have the potential to use that power to manifest what you want to manifest in your life. So whatever you feel is your success, Spirit is saying you have the ability to manifest that. With the 10 of Swords and then the 7 of Swords underneath it reversed, Spirit is saying you've had a lot of experiences in your life that have caused pain, primarily from lies, deceptions, people not being truthful with you, with their energy, with, you know, the words that's coming out of their mouth is different than the energy that they're giving to you. And Spirit is acknowledging the pain that this has created. Especially as an intuitive, you can pick up on what people are projecting towards you. However, people don't want to admit to their feelings. It becomes very unsettling when somebody can read them like a book. So a lot of times in your life, especially as a small child, you experience people just lying to you and deceiving you. But the 7 of Swords is in reverse now. That period of your life has changed, where now you can trust a lot of the things that are coming towards you as truth, but you're still experiencing that 10 of Swords energy. So with the 7 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, instead of being apathetic, instead of being complacent about what is coming through, trust that the work that you have put in and you're continuing to put into your life, to the things that you would like to cultivate in order to feel successful, trust that that work is going to pay off. Because you have the wheel, again, you have the wheel here upright, you have Judgment upright, and you have the Ace of Swords. There is a new clarity coming into you, a new truth, a new epiphany, Spirit is saying, that will be realized as you continue to embrace your power as this High Priestess, as this intuitive. Because there's been time in your lives with this 10 of Swords energy right here in the top row. There's been times in your life that you feel like it is a curse, not a blessing, to be able to feel all of the things that you feel. And the truth is, Spirit is saying that yes, there have been times where it has been that challenging. This pain that you're experiencing is real. Spirit is saying we acknowledge that pain. This is why we brought the 10 of Swords out in this reading. But what is blocking your success is by believing that this 10 of Swords energy is what you have to live in continuously. Just because other people are deceiving doesn't mean that you are deceiving. Do not deceive yourself, and allow yourself to be open to the situations and the people who are truthful. Ace of Swords with this open channel here You will know the truth when you see it, but you have to stay in this High Priestess energy in order to be able to read it. If you're in the Ten of Swords energy, everything is going to feel like pain, and that is currently what's blocking your success. Instead of living in this High Priestess, you're living in the Ten of Swords. Is it important to acknowledge the way we feel? Yes. But if we live from that state of that emotion and let it take over us and feel that we are that emotion as opposed to the person and the being experiencing that emotion, then we take our power away and we give all of our power to that fear, to that sadness. Judgment is the awakening. And I love this image of this girl's spirit, like literally lifting up out of her soul. You know, here's what she looks like. Here's her representation of what she looks like in her day-to-day. But when she's feeling inspired, when she's feeling like her true self, her higher self, she's this dancer who's soaring, like literally soaring up into the light. And this person on the wheel, same thing, balancing on one foot in tree pose, heart open, balanced. When you're you, Spirit is saying, when you're seeing from your third eye here, which is illuminated here on the High Priestess, even though the lids of the High Priestess eyes are closed, there's still eyes open behind it. Spirit is saying you have the ability to see all the things that you see, including the deception of others, including the ugliness of the world, and not become apathetic and not become complacent. You have the ability to still be an open channel, to still be balanced and happy versus feeling like you're being stabbed to death by 10 swords. In this deck, you know, the swords are represented a lot by birds and feathers. And, you know, they're those thoughts, like feathers can be scattered, but it's hard to grab onto them, right? They're real, they're tangible, but it's hard to grasp them. And the birds are circling her head, just like the thoughts will circle your head sometimes, ruminating over the past and how people have treated you. And Spirit's like, you're never going to get rid of those memories, but you can continue to cultivate who you are in this moment is valuable. And if you're honest with yourself, you do love yourself in this moment. So why would you take away any of the experience that you've had in the past if that would change who you are now? First of all, it's impossible. And second of all, if you really thought about it long and hard enough, you don't want to do that. You don't want to change who you are. You're growing who you are. You love who you are. 6 of Pentacles to the 7 of Pentacles, progress, growth. Okay? This is incredible energy here. Very spiritual. Like I'm feeling like this like spiritual connection that you have always felt since a child. You've always felt that you're different than others. And you've never really had an ability to explain what that is because there's never been anybody around you to help you articulate that. Nobody around you to teach you what you're experiencing. So Spirit's saying, be patient with the process. Like if nobody's around you to teach you what you're experiencing and the value in that, then why would you value it? So it's okay, forgive yourself, but move on, knowing that there is an opportunity to grow not only your gift, but how you interact with the world, even when somebody is being deceptive to you. Okay, let's keep going. What other messages do you have for group 2, please, Spirit? The Magician wants to pop out. Hello, sir. The sun came out and blessed your reading. So the sun came out in group 2, you guys. Some of you might be peeking over from that group, which is totally fine. But I literally was like, the message that kept coming through, 7 of Pentacles again, was the sun just doesn't come out for anybody. But it came out for group 2 and group 3. That's awesome though. And it's right in the center again, right on top of the High Priestess and right on top of the wheel. What else, Spirit? 3 of Pentacles, the Moon, High Priestess again, boom. And the 8 of Wands, 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay. This is coming through really strongly, and it's just gonna, okay. Spirit is like, allow yourself to have fun, please. You take life way too seriously sometimes. Like, you might let loose sometimes, but there's a need right here for like true, authentic joy. Whether that's spending more time with friends, doing group activities, being outside. Like, I keep seeing the sun, like, as you need to get some vitamin D. You need to get outside. You need to get some fresh air. Even with the seven of Pentacles twice, this person is tending plants. Like, the plants are sprouting roots, the plants are sprouting leaves, they're growing something. So just like you would plant seeds and grow a garden, you need to plant seeds within your psyche and grow those. But it also takes sunlight and water and movement and fresh air to be able to do those things. The Moon and the High Priestess right next to each other, like, you will always have the ability to tune in and tap into subconscious truths of others, of yourself, but you're going to be able to sit in this power. She came out twice, you guys. The High Priestess came out twice. And guess what? The Magician is right there above her, a divine counterpart. There might be a person in your life, whether you've met this person already or they're coming in, that's going to be this person who understands you on a deeper level. At the Sun, these two people are looking at each other deep into the eyes, like they can see into each other's souls. Who is the perfect partner for the High Priestess? The Magician. Somebody who also is tuned into their power, who knows how to manifest on the earth plane. Whereas the Magician is more guided by Yang energy, that solar plexus energy, the movement, the doing, the moving forward. The High Priestess is guided by Yin energy, receiving energy. The sacral chakra, you know, like where things are created. And through this union, there's collaboration, there's building, there's a healthy foundation that grows. That just the pentacles are building. It's inspired action. It's moving swiftly. Once you are in this energy, it is quick. And there will be messages that come through, not just 3D messages in the world from other people, but messages from spirit, messages to your intuition. They're just going to come flying through. The inspired action is just going to come flying into your aura, and there's going to be no doubting it whatsoever. Again, Spirit has reminded me of that phrase. It is a blessing, not a curse. And maybe in the past you have felt like it is a curse, but you can always change how you believe what you believe and who you believe. Do you need to believe others around your gifts and what makes you successful in this world, right? Or do you need to believe yourself and what Spirit is telling you about your gifts? I heard very clearly just the whole, in the past, how would somebody be treated if they had intuition, if they were tuned into their gifts, if they made if they offered help to others through that intuition. I mean, if you go back long enough, somebody like that would have been persecuted and possibly, you know, killed for their gifts. And I know that's extreme, but maybe in a past life, you've had that experience of being somebody who was pursued in a negative way, sought out, and maybe you're somebody who had to go into hiding, or worse, you know, something terrible happened to you because you had gifts that you were sharing with the world. Spirit is saying this is a new age, this is a new dawn, this is a lifetime that you came back to live so you can be powerful and share that with others and find others who are like you and have this life experience with them. Allow yourself to shine. Allow yourself to be this High Priestess. That is amazing, amazing energy, you guys. So let's go into final messages from Spirit. Grab an oracle card for you guys. Earth Mother, psychic recharge, grounded healer, mentor, and layers. Guys, you cannot make this up. The Earth Mother, the one who is in tuned, who's built these roots and is reaping the benefits of this abundance, okay? Psychic recharge, giving yourself an opportunity to tune into your true gifts and be grounded so you can heal and mentor others. There's so many layers to you that the world will probably never understand and see, but Spirit is asking you to give yourself a chance to understand yourself at least. To give yourself a chance to go deep, 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 deep down into the psyche, deep down into your gifts and your abilities. See what's uncovered there. And then build from that point. Build your happiness, build your abundance from that point. Incredible messages. So group 3, this is where I'm going to leave it. I really hope that these messages resonated with you. If for some reason they didn't, I have other groups timestamped below. You're welcome to choose another one. If I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me. If this resonated with you, please like the video. If you want to be notified the next time I post, feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if this is where we're leaving each other for now, I just want to say thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are.